Hey, what is up, guys? Ryan here.
And Tiffany.
My beautiful orange wife, Tiffany.
I'm not orange. Do I look orange? Ryan said I look orange.
Tiffany, you are slightly a shade below Trump. Slightly a shade below Trump.
I guess we use the same
And when you compare
tanner.
When you compare to me, the whiteness.
Well, you're like pasty white though.
Okay, don't get rude here.
Well, I'm just saying though, but I use a little self tanner to give myself that healthy looking glow.
Doesn't look healthy. It looks like you have cancer and you're trying to hide
Ryan,
stop
it.
What's up, guys? Let us know in the comments once you are on. Tell us whether you think anything violent or crazy is going to happen in the inauguration tomorrow. We're not going to really talk about it, but just put it in the comments. I'll read it tomorrow.
Isn't it the 20th?
It's Wednesday. I'm sorry. Wednesday at noon.
Okay.
So let's see who's on here, Tef.
So, yes. What is up? Hi, Randall. Hi, Bigley. Jay Chambers. What's up, man?
Yes. What's up, Jay?
Okay. Hey, Joe. Awesome. So we're super excited tonight. We have some good questions that got sent in to us. And if you haven't sent in a question and you want your question answered, you can submit it to tampacarry.com/live. So you can go on there. You can either submit a video question or, oh yeah, it's on the screen there, or just type it out and then we'll answer your question on the live.
If I feel like it.
If you're such a jerk. Or you can submit your question on the comments too, and we may get to it. So it's a little harder to catch them that way. So
yes,
nothing ever happens, says Nick. Well, let's hope so.
Yeah, I hope not. I hope it's all solid, peaceful. Everybody just needs to be calm right now.
Yeah.
All right, if you guys want to win some amazing prizes, we got some big stuff tonight, some good stuff. I didn't even tell Tiffany.
Oh.
Make sure you share this live stream on social media.
Yes.
Help us defeat the evil censorship algorithms.
Algorithms, yes.
Yes.
Those anti-gun.
So Jeff, my buddy Jeff came to my office the other day, gave me a whole handful of these Olight weapon lights. I don't know if you guys can see this or not, but that is like pretty bright.
Sweet.
Fits a Glock. It'll fit other guns too, but you just got to swap out the little piece there. So that we're going to give that away. We're going to give away my book.
And we're going to give away one of my t-shirts, like always.
Yep.
So.
Awesome. So, are you ready?
I'm ready. Let's.
All right. So the first question is from Ronald.
Okay, can I buy a firearm from a gun store after completing probation with a withheld adjudication in Florida, or must it be from a private seller? I've been watching a lot of your videos and never get a clear answer. If you mentioned this before, if so, point me in the right direction. Times are becoming very scary and I want to protect my family. Thank you, Ronald. Yes. Times are scary.
Yeah, stuff is sketchy. Like, you know, we've been in the gun business for a very long time. Yeah. We were in the firearms industry during the Obama era. And during the Obama administration, people were rushing to buy guns because they were afraid of like some massive gun legislation coming down the pipe. But in 2020,
this is different.
People rushed to buy guns in 2020 out of true fear.
Yes, I agree. Yeah. The riots and everything that was happening. I mean, people.
COVID, you know, the fear of a food shortage.
Yes, it started with COVID. As soon as the toilet paper and water and stuff was hard to get, people started buying guns. So it's a total different reason for buying guns, but it has not slowed down. So
here's the answer, Ronald. And I'm reading this straight from the statute. So it says, if you have had an adjudication of guilt withheld or imposition of sentence suspended on any felony or misdemeanor crime of domestic violence, you are not eligible for a Florida concealed weapons license. This also means you cannot purchase a gun for a period of 3 years has elapsed since probation or other conditions set forth by the court have been fulfilled. So what's really important for you to understand and remember is when you can't, so you mentioned in the question, can I buy a gun from a private or from a gun dealer, or should I just buy it from a private seller? If you're not legally allowed to buy a gun from a licensed gun dealer, you are also not legally allowed to buy it from a private seller. Now that private seller may not know that you have a adjudication of guilt withheld on a felony a year ago, but that you know that, and if you got caught with that gun, you would get in a tremendous amount of trouble. Exactly. Yep. Yeah. That's what I was going to say. So Alex said he just signed up for your beginner's guide. Good job, Alex. Yeah, the beginner's guide, Alex, is a really amazing course, but let me give you a big word of advice here. I've identified two types of people that take the beginner's guide to firearms course. Yep. there are people that listen to everything that I say. They perform the dry fire training in their home every day for about 5 to 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And those are the people that when they go to the range with me to shoot, they're always nervous because, again, it's usually the first time they've ever shot a gun.
And that's just normal reaction.
Normal stuff. So they're nervous, but they shoot better than people that have been shooting guns without training for 5+ years.
Right.
And I mean, shooting groupings, I know this is like allegedly a white supremacist symbol now, but I'm just trying to show a grouping.
It is?
Man, it's so
I
crazy.
feel like everything is some kind of symbol.
Everything is racist.
You got to
now,
be careful
apparently.
for everything you do.
So a grouping like that big, first-time shooter, because they were doing the daily dry fire
And
training.
they were following all the principles that you laid out in the
So
book.
listen to the directions that I give in the very beginning,
Yes.
and you are going to have a tremendous amount of success.
And when he has those little sections that say practice, actually practice.
Yeah.
What? Oh, sorry. What to do? Okay, so this question is from Patrick. What do you do with an inherited war trophy rifle from World War II, Pacific Theater, that never had a serial number to start with? Hey, that's a good question.
Well, Patrick, if you are on here, I'm very curious at what kind of gun you have.
Yeah.
I might buy 2 guns.
Shush.
They said they're going to give me a deal on it, Tiff. I'm not joking. She's laughing like I'm joking. I'm not joking.
Does somebody have a gun for sale?
Yeah, the
Don't
Universal
tell.
gun
Don't
store.
say it. Somebody else is gonna go snag it.
The gun store. So they're 2 Colt Derringer dueling pistols.
Oh.
They're freaking nice.
How much is that though?
So right now the retail is $400, and he said he's gonna give me a deal. So he'll give me a better deal.
Oh.
Yeah, it's pretty cheap. I'm gonna buy them, and then
Okay,
I'm gonna
wait.
get them refinished. They're pretty
Okay.
sexy,
Let me buy
and
them.
they're from 1873.
Let me buy them for Father's Day for you.
You can buy them, and I'll put them in the gun safe, and you can give them to me on Father's Day. That's
Okay.
fine. So yeah, let me know, Patrick, what kind of gun it is in the comments if you're here. But serial numbers on firearms were actually not required under law until 1968 with the passage of the Gun Control Act. So, you know, when we owned the gun store, we would have guns all the time that simply did not have serial numbers. As long as they were manufactured before 1968, that was okay. We just had to document in our A&D, our acquisition and disposition book, as NSN, so no serial number, and that's totally fine. So there's nothing you have to do, nothing you have to be worried about. It's not like it's an illegal gun. You're totally fine.
Okay, we know a guy. Don't worry about that comment at all. You don't have to apologize. It's not a big deal. So
What's
he
that?
said he apologizes for the comment that he left up on your book cover. Was it? I don't think it was your book cover. I think it was the live. Anyway, you were standing kind of funny, but I said it's because you have a back injury, so you kind of stand like a little, you know, whatever.
In pain and dying pain,
Yeah.
like I'm ready to just kick the bucket
Basically,
any second.
yeah, somebody's seen Ryan. I guess one of our viewers or students lives right around here, and Ryan will go for a walk to kind of stretch out his back. And when he goes for a walk, it's because his back is really bad. So he's like, I'm going to go try and go for a walk. So he has and that's the thing, even your book cover, people are like, whoa, why so serious? First of all, that's Ryan's normal look. He kind of has I don't want to say it, but
Resting bitch face.
yeah, I was gonna say biatch face. So he kind of has that face already. But the guy said, why every time do I see you walking around your neighborhood do you look so angry? And it's because he's in so much pain. So
yeah, so if you stop, like people stop me all the time, and you know, somebody at church, we went to a new church on Sunday, he's like, hey, are you the guy from Tampa Carry? And I'll smile right away, I'll be friendly right away. But if I'm just sitting there, it's, you know, I'm just controlling pain.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of the way, it's just the life that I'm having to
yeah.
live.
So anyway, he's in a lot of pain. Don't worry about the comment. So
Yeah, it's fine. I'm totally used to it.
Yeah. So, what are the restrictions for an individual selling a gun to another individual, EI, a private sale? Jim, hey, good question.
Yeah, it is a good question. So there are 2 requirements when you're selling a firearm through a private firearms transaction. First, under federal law, you are only allowed to sell a firearm to an individual that resides in the same state as you.
Yes.
So if I live in the state of Florida, if somebody's got a gun for sale, when I meet with them to buy it, I would have to verify their ID. And let's say they have a New Jersey driver's license.
And they say they live in Florida.
Right. So technically, I would not be legally allowed to buy that gun from them.
Right.
Because based on the evidence, it appears that they're a resident of another state.
Yeah.
I think, number one, I think it is very stupid that this law exists. first
yeah,
of all.
it's a stupid law. It doesn't solve anything, but
It doesn't.
that is
And
a
again,
law.
it is an infringement on our rights.
Yeah.
You know, I should be allowed to buy a gun in California, just like New Jersey and wherever, and the rules
'Cause
should all just be the same.
What does that law prevent, or
Really,
what is the purpose of that law? Is that so that you can't drive into another state
Yes.
and buy a gun that's not legal? Or
So, like the anti-American states like California, New Jersey,
Okay.
Connecticut, and stuff, when they pass their really strict gun laws, what happened in California is people would drive to Nevada, then go buy a bunch of guns in Nevada,
right, and then just drive out.
drive back, right?
Okay.
So then they passed that in the Gun Control Act of 1968 to say, slow down, you are now only allowed to buy a gun in the state that you actually live
So
in.
then you have to follow the rules of the
Right.
state that you actually live in.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So that's rule number one, and I am going to sneeze at any second.
You're gonna what?
Sneeze.
Sneeze?
Any second.
Just
It's
get
going
it
to happen.
out.
I can't do it right now, but it's going to happen soon. So rule number one is that. The second requirement is that to the best of your knowledge, neither people are prohibited from owning or possessing a gun.
Okay.
So, you know, let's say, you know, I don't know why this would ever happen, but let's say the person you're about to sell the gun to is like, hey, man, yeah, I just got out of prison. I knew I couldn't buy this at a gun store, so I'm glad you're doing this. Well, obviously, you can't sell a gun
Right.
to that person.
Yeah, but I mean, how are you supposed to know if a person's allowed to have a gun or not? There's no way for you to tell without doing a
Unless they're
background
really
check.
stupid.
Right.
Or if it's like a family member. So you know a family member is a
Okay.
convicted felon and they're
Right.
like, hey, bro. So, or if you remember, we had a guy coming to our church. His name was Can, K-A-N, who
Mhm.
was an immigrant from Turkey who could not buy a gun legally at a gun store. He'd been to our house working a few times.
Right. So he
And
wanted
he was
to
like,
buy a gun.
Ryan, will you sell me some of your guns? And I was like, no, I'm not selling
No.
you my guns. I said, I'll go to a gun store with you and I'll help you, because he didn't speak good English. I'll help you buy a gun and I'll like make sure you understand the process.
Right.
But you got to go through a background check, bro,
Gotcha.
because I don't know you that
so
well.
those two things. And we do, if you go to tampacarry.com, we have like a free bill of sale that
Yeah.
you can use if you want to there. But those are the rules. Okay, Ryan, what else?
Hello, Tampa Carry. I'm Norm. My question, with free speech being removed from all platforms, how do you suggest all of us old-timers in the firearm community reach out to inform the new gun owners the dangers of legislation that bans any firearms and what they can do to help stop it? Thank you. I look forward to your answer.
Yeah, what'd you say? You like Norm?
I really like Norm.
Yeah,
So
he's a
Norm,
nice guy.
Norm's been a viewer for a while. I mean, I don't know him personally, but he's sent in a few video reviews, and I really like Norm. I feel like he's just that kind of guy that you just want to give a hug.
Just a nice guy.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, you know, I posted a video at 6:00 today talking about how big tech has been censoring firearms influencers and how Michael Bloomberg and some other media companies are basically calling for the censorship of firearm owners, firearm influencers, and conservatives. And we've all seen it happening. An executive from Facebook just said today that they need to do more to censor conservatives. And, you know, I think, as I mentioned in that video, we are in an information war.
Yeah.
So what do we do when they eliminate our ability to get onto these big platforms and really talk to a large audience?
Well, I mean, that's the key right there, though. That's how they're going to really silence everybody. And it's sad. It's a sad day.
So how do we fight it, though? The way we fight it is by being the best example of what a gun owner and a Second Amendment constitutionalist is to we have to start small, right? You know, I remember back in the day, there was this quote,
Your
this guy.
circle of influence is what it's called,
Hold on,
right?
Tiff. I remember back in the day, this guy said his goal was to change the world. So how do you change the world? You start by changing you change your country. But how do you change a country? You change your state.
Mm-hmm.
How do you change your state? You have to change your county and your local area. How do you change your county and local area? First, you do it with your sphere of influence. How do you change your sphere of influence? You first start with your family.
Yeah.
So for the first thing we got to do, Norm, is we got to make sure our family, those people that we're close to, that they understand the value of the Second Amendment, how to articulate that to the people that are around them, and then we just need to grow it. Like I say in that video I posted a few moments ago, our goal is not, you know, I'm going to get a lot of hate for this, but
Uh-oh.
we
Just
have
wait. Think before you speak, Ryan.
we have the fringes on both sides. We have the extremist anti-gun people who simply scream and yell, and no matter what we do or say, no one will ever be able to change the minds of the extremist gun control people.
Right.
Then we have the extremist Second Amendment people who, if you disagree with a tiny thing that they say or do, they scream, yell, cuss, and just belittle you. So those are the extremists. I would consider myself, I'm an extremist. I don't really cuss or try to belittle people. I guess last live stream wasn't that different. Different, but you know, I try not to. I try to just listen. But so I consider myself to be an extremist. I believe what I believe, but our minds will never be changed. Tiffany and I will never change our opinion on the Second Amendment. So we are not the people that matter. The people that are going to be the deciding vote in our fight for the Second Amendment right is the people in the middle that haven't made up their minds yet. So are you attracting those kind of people to the Second Amendment, or are you pushing them away because you're cussing, screaming, shall not be infringed, you know, liberty or death?
And it's not that we don't agree with shall not be infringed, but it's all about how you come across it.
How are you presenting it to those people?
Yeah, and I mean, I just bring this to religion because it's really the same thing.
Yeah.
Right? You know, you see it in religion where you have the people that are like, you're going to go to hell if you dance, you're going to go to hell if you do this.
Don't hit the table.
And then it just turns people away from God. So there's a good way to do things always and a bad way to do things. And you have to ask yourself, are you promoting, you know, the Second Amendment in a good way that you just want to protect your family, protect those who, you know, that you love, and protect your country. So
yeah. So I think that's it, Norm. I hope that helps. I think this is going to be a very tough battle over this next coming months, days, and years. But we'll see.
Ryan is a grumpy cat sometimes.
Sometimes, yeah.
So, oh, look at that. Hey, there's my t-shirt. Guys, if you don't know, we do sell t-shirts on the website for $18. So you can go to tampacarry.com and just click on the shop tab and you can pick up a t-shirt just like this. Super comfortable and good for women too. Size small. With the coming attack on the Second Amendment, do you think it's okay to buy a firearm or should we wait to see how things go? Scotty.
Okay, Scotty, let me tell you, buddy. Buy it.
Buy one. Don't wait.
Don't wait for shit.
Okay, and that's the problem. People want to wait until something happens before they go get a gun or before they go get a concealed weapons permit.
And then it's way too late.
It's way too late. So many people, you know, in June, July, when they had the huge influx of, you know, concealed carrier permit applications, the most like ever in history in that month. And that's because everybody's waiting. So there's no reason to wait. Everybody should have a firearm in their home to protect themselves and their family, along with ammunition, and go and get your concealed weapons permit. Don't wait until something happens, and then you're just like everybody else now. Instead of waiting a week for your permit, you're waiting 90, 120 days to get your permit.
Yeah.
So,
and to be honest, again, Tiffany doesn't know this, but I've had a list in my mind that if I walk into a gun store and find one of these at a good deal, I'm buying.
Gosh, what?
A SCAR.
Oh, you don't need a SCAR. What do you need a SCAR?
Why? Because it's America.
Okay,
Renee. A Benelli M4, a Tavor, so an X95.
These are all guns that, no, you don't need anything fancy like that. Forget it.
Yeah.
Forget it. No.
And I'm going to buy it.
And
you know what?
No,
what you're going to do about it? Nothing. You're going to do nothing.
Okay. Renee had a good question. She said, can you leave your firearms in your will to a person in another state?
Yes.
Absolutely you can, Renee. The only difference is going to be that...
Hold on, because you don't... There's an exemption in the law when you're inheriting a firearm. So if somebody is inheriting a gun, the requirement for them to be a resident of the same state does not apply.
Right, but they just but they still have to do a transfer, but through an FFL.
Potentially.
They don't?
I said potentially. So again, there's an exemption in the law for the state of residence for a private sale transaction.
Okay, and that's for everybody?
That's
in the
federal.
US?
That's federal.
Okay, federal. Gotcha. Yeah. All right.
All
Chris
right, so
says he's late to the party. All right, I live in California. I am also a felon from a DUI. Can I ever own a gun again? Any suggestions for protection? Julie.
Yeah, Julie, it really depends on what type of felony and whether it was a state felony or a federal felony. So if you received a state level felony, let's say the felony occurred in the state of Florida, as long as it was a non-violent felony, you have the ability to apply for clemency from the Florida Office of Executive Clemency and apply for your civil and firearm rights to be restored. So you have to pay your court fees and go through that whole thing, or get Michael Bloomberg to pay them for you, because he likes to do that. I guess if you're going to be a gun owner, he wouldn't want to do that. So you can apply for that clemency. If you got it, then you'd be allowed to buy guns again, just like a normal everyday person. If you received a federal felony, however, the only way to eliminate that is with a presidential pardon. There used to be a process through ATF, but under the Obama administration, they actually dissolved that process, which is very stupid. The process should be a lot simpler. Listen, I think it is very dumb. It is very dumb that people with felonies, I did a lot of really stupid stuff when I was young, a lot.
I did too, but I think you got me beat.
Okay. So a lot of stupid stuff. And I think once you pay that price, then you should be able to be redeemed from that and move on with your life. We have a friend named Ron, Ron is a great family man, a great Christian. He went to prison for like 3 or 5 years or something. I really don't remember, but he's a great guy. He should be allowed to have his rights restored because he paid his price.
Yeah, once you pay your dues.
And he changed his life.
And, however, probably it's also that it's a non-violent felony.
Again.
Okay, yes.
Yeah, if you stab somebody to death or rape a woman,
I was going to say,
maybe you shouldn't have guns
I didn't
anymore.
want somebody that raped a woman at gunpoint to be able to have a gun after they go, spend their time in jail. Hey, Joey Lee, thanks for donating $5. We appreciate
Thanks, Joey.
it. So we got a guy who's a gun clerk. He says, I work at a gun shop in California, and I try to be patient with those first-time gun buyers, but oh my gosh, it gets so frustrating. You know what? We owned a gun store for 5 years, and I absolutely feel your pain.
Yeah.
However, the way, you're probably the first person that they're ever going to come into contact with.
You want to know what happened to me today? What was this person's name? Ask this question. Make this comment.
This is Carlton.
Okay. Carlton. You would not believe this today, man. So I'm at the gun range. I'm shooting with my student. It was my first appointment today.
Okay.
And there's this crotchety old man gun instructor who's there every couple months. I see him. So I don't know what this woman did, but his student, right, who's this elderly woman, and he goes, "What the F was that? You hold the freaking gun like this. I can't believe I freaking told you this."
Oh.
And I was like, do you honestly think? Now, the woman was smiling, but I could tell she was pretty upset.
No,
Do you honestly think that woman is ever going to want to go shooting again?
No.
Never. She is done.
Aw,
Because that scumbag, that terrible gun instructor, is ruining it. Now, listen, I have students in the class that will start to do something unsafe or dangerous. Just like my kids, I stop them and I go, hey, listen, we keep the gun pointed at the target and we do it for this reason, whatever. But I still need it to be a positive experience, right? Because I want them to be part of the firearms community and not be turned off by it.
Yeah, 100%.
So we got to be patient with those new people. I know it's tough. We got to be patient. Get them in there. And
Adriani, thank you for the $5. Ryan, I have a scarf for sale at Bill Jackson's in Pinellas.
Oh, sweet. So yeah, text me the price. I would love to buy a scarf. Yes. I love you, Adriani. I love it. Okay, Robert, here we go.
Oh, sorry. When a threatening animal, snake, or dog approach, do you have the right to fire your weapon in city limits, whether you have a permit or not? Robert.
So this is a perfect example of doing what you need to do, not necessarily what is legal or justified under the law. Now, is that bad?
No.
So,
I'm reading.
I don't think it is 100% legal. And let's just paint the picture here. So we were going for a walk as a family a couple months ago, and we're walking around the neighborhood, and all of a sudden these two really big pit bulls come barreling around the corner.
And we had a pit bull. It's not like we're.
I'm not scared of I'm not scared of dogs, period.
But you can just tell when an animal's running at you, ooh, yikes.
So as soon as I saw the dog, the first thing that crossed into my mind is, I'm gonna have to kill these dogs.
Right, because we had the little kids with us.
Yeah, little kids. I got 5-year-olds and 6-year-olds and stuff. I guess he's 6, but. So then the dogs, as they got closer, I could tell they're wagging their tails, they're friendly and stuff, and then we just pet them and we walk by, and then the owner comes running around the corner, whatever. But would I have shot those dogs if they attacked my children? 100%. no questions asked, I would have shot those dogs.
Yeah, I know, but they were asking, is it legal or not?
But I don't know if it's legal.
Has there been any cases?
There have been. I forgot to stop by the office and actually look this up in more detail. So it's my fault for not having a better answer here. But I think we have to be very cautious. And whatever you decide to do in a situation like this, you just like shooting a person in self-defense, whether you're justified or not, you still have to be able to articulate that, why you did what you did, to the police, the judge, and the jury, and get those individuals to believe you.
And also, you're responsible for where your bullets land. So, you know, if you're saying in city limits, you know, if you're on a residential street, you have to be very careful that, you know, you're not going to shoot into someone's backyard, into a moving vehicle, you know, a kid that's playing.
Yeah.
So.
But now I had somebody not too long ago that said that they wanted to get a concealed carry permit. They live in like downtown Tampa or near one of my offices on Waters. And they said they see snakes every once in a while and they want to be able to shoot the snake. And I said, don't do that, bro.
Yeah. No.
So that's like very different. A snake, you're not dying, you know, okay. A snake is not attacking you. Snakes are trying to run away. And you shooting a Glock 19 in your subdivision at a black racer snake in your driveway.
That's going to be a good way to get on the news. Florida man.
Yeah, you are going to be a Florida man.
Florida man, shoot snake.
Yeah.
Okay, so thank you, Gene, for your donation here. Linda says Ryan is very patient during his classes unless he's with his wife. Then not so patient.
But that's, you know, that's why I tell people say my husband knows how to shoot, but I don't want to learn from him. Yeah, because sometimes it's hard to learn from a spouse.
Yeah, exactly. So a pellet gun will do just fine. Yeah, probably for a little animal. You can get away with a pellet gun. I don't know if that's going to work on a pit bull.
Yeah, no. I kicked a pit bull in the face one time, though, with Timberlands, steel-toe boots.
Ow,
just
why?
like it was charging me.
Oh, it was. Okay.
Yeah, down the street, and I just kind of kicked it right in the face, and that dog ran away pretty quick.
Okay, what's the next question? What is the best thing we can do to fight and protect the Second Amendment? From Scotty.
This is a great question, Scotty, that I've been getting a lot lately, and I've been putting a lot of thought into it because it's tough. This is a tough fight that we're in right now.
So when I saw this question earlier, I was thinking, you know, it's a multi-level or multi-layered approach, just like gun safety, but also that I was, again, thinking of, you know, the quote in the Bible where it says all the parts in the body do a different thing. And I think that we're all supposed to do different things to protect the Second Amendment.
Actually, you know what? That's a very good analogy.
Because you just have to think, like,
okay,
people say, what are we doing? Well, for whatever reason, some people like to listen to Ryan and I, so we're able to share from this platform, and we're able to, you know, post links of where you can go and sign a petition and stuff like that. You might be, you know, the arm that's going to influence your neighborhood and your community. Maybe the next person is really good at writing emails and loves to contact state representatives and is very, what's it called?
Just gifted in that area.
Yeah, gifted in that area. Ryan and I, we can't write our state representative.
I pay people to write things for me.
We can't spell. We can't write. We're terrible.
That's true.
So they would be like, who's this? Why are you writing us? So that's not our job. But if you're really good with that kind of stuff, then that's your job. You do that, you know. So it's whatever you're good at. If you want to go attend, you know, peaceful protests and rallies and stuff like that, because that's something that you want to do, then you go do that. So I think everybody has a part and a job to do, but you have to find out what yours is.
But I think that some of the common things that every gun owner should be doing is financially supporting organizations like Gun Owners of America.
100% agree.
I think every single, and you know, Tiffany and I were talking about this. I don't know if we decided to do this or not, but I think we were talking about, do we just want to freaking do it?
Yeah,
so
I think we should do it.
So if we can get to 100,000 subscribers by the end of March, then I'll give $1,000 to Gun Owners of America.
Listen, it doesn't even have to be by the end of March. When we get to 100,000, it'll be great. Ryan's like, no, I want it by March.
Well, it doesn't matter.
But so we were talking the other day, you know, how can we set an example and what can we do? You know, there's only so much that we can do. So when we get to 100,000 subscribers, we're going to donate $1,000 to Gun Owners of America. And, you know, the more subscribers we get and kind of the more that we can, what's it called? whatever.
Afford.
The more that we can afford, then we'll continue to give. And hopefully those funds will really go to help, them fight these anti-American or anti-amendment, Second Amendment bills.
Yeah, so I think everybody needs to financially donate to Gun Owners of America, even if
it's just a little bit.
$5, $10. That's the power, right? Everybody has this false belief, or lots of people have the false belief that they have to give large amounts of money, like $250, $500, $1,000 to make a difference. The power is when we can get the 400 people that are on this live stream right now to give $5 consistently.
Yeah.
That is massive power and massive change. So I think that's the first thing.
Yeah.
Second thing we need to do is create a positive influence in our little community. What?
They want to see us hug.
Why?
I don't know.
Okay.
There you go. There you go.
So I think it's that. And then I think we need to share the word, share the message. Like I had a guy that, when you sit on a plane, where was I? I went to a conference in Baltimore, and on the flight back, this guy that I was sitting next to on the plane, I introduced myself and we're like talking and stuff. And he said, "What do you do for a living?" And I said, "Oh, I own a gun store in Tampa."
Which, whenever you say something like that, you get two responses. You either get a gasp, like you're a prostitute
terrorist.
or a drug dealer, or you get a, "Oh,
well, that's awesome.
That's awesome."
Yeah, so this guy, we're flying at wherever, 30,000 feet. There's a whole plane here. And the guy goes, "I can't believe that you support people owning guns." And he wanted to have the Second Amendment debate on the plane. So listen. I don't hold back. So I said, "Listen, man, if you want to have this debate on the plane, that's totally fine. But if they land this plane in BF nowhere because you and I are talking about guns, you just got to know this is your fault." So him and I had the conversation about guns. I shared my opinions about why I support guns. He shared his opinion on why he does not support guns. And people in other aisles were leaning back and talking about different things and sharing our opinion. And you know what was interesting? We were all very friendly. Yeah. We were all because I was afraid of getting tased and the plane landed.
I was going to say, you were worried about them landing the plane on you.
We were all very friendly. We all shared our opinions, and we all shook hands at the end and walked away. And I think those are the conversations that we as Americans need to have if we really want to have a positive society.
Yes, I agree.
We cannot be so myopic in our thoughts that we cannot listen to other people's opinions.
Agree 100%. So, Roby, thank you very much for your $25.
Yes, thank you, Roby.
Let's push this up, support good Tiffany and Ryan, what they're doing. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. And hang on one more time. Hang on, Ryan. So, TW Home Show. Thanks, Ryan.
Oh, yes. So, he was So, he was my second appointment of shooting today.
Oh, Todd. Oh,
yeah.
great.
So he shot really good.
Really?
Actually, yeah. Yeah, he shot really good. So, he had a C camp. Which C
camp, that little thing? Yeah. Oh, really? Don't you have to wait like a year to get one of those?
So I asked him that. And so C camps are like this really custom 380 kind of pistol. They used to be a year wait. He said he bought his and he got it in just like a week or so.
Oh,
so I don't know how that happened.
Oh,
but
yeah.
maybe
It used to be like
fluke.
a really long wait for one of those. Awesome. Thank you very much, Todd. Okay, so thank you very much, Jesus Lover. Oh, wow. Awesome. Thank you so much for your support. Hey, another one. Dan, thank you so much. We appreciate you.
Yeah, thanks, Dan. Okay, here's another question.
Okay, I have a Glock 26 for CC Carry, spelled wrong. Looking to purchase a second firearm, taking into consideration ammo. Should I get another Glock or an AR-556 or 300 Blackout Saint if I have the chance? Aaron.
Yeah, Aaron. So I think it's whatever you want, buddy. So you're thinking about, you have a Glock 26, looking to purchase another gun. Should you get another Glock or an AR-15? I think if you don't own an AR-15, anybody that's listening to this, you need to buy one. Okay, you need to buy one. We don't know what's going to happen under this new administration, and it could be very interesting. So we own a lot of AR-15s, and I'm very happy by that because no matter what this person does, we've got a decent amount besides a scar that I'm going to buy from this individual that's going to send me an email
you're not going to get a
with the
scar,
price and whatever.
no.
So I'll keep it at my office. She will never even know that I own this thing. So
trust me, I'll know.
No, she won't. So I think if you are looking to buy an AR-15, or another gun, I would buy an AR-15. I would probably discourage you from buying a 300 Blackout, even though I own several carbines in 300, simply because the ammunition is so expensive right now. And honestly, ammo prices are not going to go down anytime soon.
The kids are on our live chat. They're saying, can we stay up till 8, please?
That's fine, guys.
Yes, you can stay up till 8 since you're watching Mom and Dad.
Yeah, that's funny.
Oh, wait. Okay, so Jason Walker says, Ryan, do you know anything about the stern defense uppers?
Stern defense uppers. I've never heard of stern defense. Have you?
Nope, he hasn't,
How do you
Ryan.
spell it?
Jason. So stern, S-T-E-R-N, unless he spelled it wrong.
S-T-E-R-N.
Yeah, exactly. I know how to check in the office. And since I know all the firearms that exist, basically, there's no way that Ryan can be like,
She doesn't go to the freaking office.
Oh, that gun? Yeah, I bought that like 2 years ago. No, I know what he owns. So, although
You don't know what I own.
Yes, I do.
What Berettas do I own?
You don't own any Berettas.
Oh, that's freaking hilarious. I have a Beretta in my gun safe. Bought it from a student about a month ago.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, look who's in trouble now.
In trouble for what? What are you going to do to me?
Okay. So what are you looking at?
I'm looking at this stern upper.
Jason, we'll get back to you.
Yeah, I'll get
later
back
on
to you.
that.
It looks like a basic upper, so I'd have to look at the parts and stuff and what they're made out of.
Thank you so much, John. We appreciate you.
Okay, any other questions in the comments?
We should have another
box?
video
I
question.
don't.
Oh, you didn't put
Oh,
it
you know
up?
what? I did. Let me see if it's on here. I kind of messed this up. But post your question on here.
If you have a question.
Hey, Ryan.
Oh, there we go.
How you doing, Tiffany? This is John, and I have a question. I'm wondering what your thoughts are on with what just happened with Georgia. How do you think that's going to directly impact Florida's concealed carry? So appreciate your answering my question. Thanks a lot. I love you guys. Have a great day and be safe.
He looks intense, man.
He did look
Asking that
intense.
question. So, I honestly don't think, John, that the, having a 50-50 Senate, I don't think that is going to affect the state of Florida and Florida concealed carry at all. Now, Tiffany doesn't know this. Haven't told her this yet.
Gosh, do you guys see how many times he's like, Tiff doesn't know this, Tiff doesn't know this. And then he
You
says
guys-
it on live because he thinks it's like when you're going to break up with a girl or you're going to tell her
You
something
do it in a
crazy.
public place.
You go to a public place so that you're hoping that they're not going to freak out. Well, guess what? I will freak out on this live. I will freak out.
The state of Texas I have a video coming out about this tomorrow at 6 p.m. So make sure you guys check it out. If you don't know this already, I'm posting a video every day at 6 p.m. But 2 new bills out of the state of Texas that would make Texas a Second Amendment sanctuary state.
Oh.
So in the video tomorrow, I'm going to break down exactly what these bills mean. But basically, to sum it up, any federal gun law that is passed after January of 2021, it would be illegal for anyone to try to enforce that gun law in the state of Texas.
That's awesome. But
That's
then,
pretty awesome.
But is that, though, then as soon as they vote in somebody else, then that gets null and void?
If it got, repealed out of Congress or whatever.
'Cause
But
that seems to be what kind of happens. It's like one administration does something and then the
That's the
other one gets
presidential
voided
law.
and then it, okay.
But that's also when they do
'Cause that's
things
kinda
like
annoying.
executive action, because it's easy to delete an executive action. Once they vote on something, it's a little bit harder. Any other questions?
I'm looking here. I was going to say, though, you never said anything. Do you like my new lipstick?
I do. It's nice.
I got it just for you.
Any other questions?
Yes, Ryan is cheating on me with guns. Very good. But I'll tell you what. I'll be honest. I'd rather him cheat on me with guns than go to the strip club. So,
Yeah, Tiffany, we were driving on the freeway the other day and there was like a strip club sign. This was like when COVID was happening. And she goes, are strip clubs open right now?
Well, as a business owner, I was feeling, it sucks when people are out of work because
Sure.
of COVID.
But my response is like, I don't keep up with what's happening at strip clubs, Tiffany. So I don't know if strip clubs are open or not.
This is true. All right. Lynn says, I was convicted of felonies in Virginia, served my sentence, got my firearm rights restored in
Cool.
Virginia. My question is, what do I have to do to be able to legally carry and possess a firearm in Florida?
Nothing. So you would
Yeah.
just have to attend a Florida concealed carry permit course, apply for the concealed carry permit. And then the question on the concealed carry application says, have you ever been convicted of a felony, you would mark, yes, you have been convicted. But then you would provide, along with your application, the documentation showing that you got clemency and your rights restored.
Yeah.
And then the state of Florida would issue you a concealed carry permit.
Thank you very much, Valerie. I appreciate that. She said my lipstick looks nice.
Yeah.
Oh, Carry University says that. Carry University.
Yes, I like your new lipstick. That's the kids on our YouTube.
Oh my gosh, our kids are. Tiff is okay with Ryan gun threesome. Oh,
Ryan gun threesome.
read that a little wrong. Whew. Stripping with guns. Yep, that's okay.
Yeah, so we got a call from a strip club or an email from a strip club here in Tampa, and they asked, would I do a private concealed carry course for a bunch of the dancers at this club? So Tiff texted me and said, will you do this? I said, I'll do it as long as you're okay with it. And as long as everybody's
I'm sure they're not going to be stripping during it. Okay, here. Joey, thank you so much. He says, how do you convince a person that doesn't like guns that they should have one considering what's going on? Wait.
Okay, go.
Before you go, I'm going to say this. It's slowly.
Yeah.
That's the key here, is that just like they've been slowly brainwashing people not to like guns, we need to take that same approach and slowly convince people that guns are not the problem, that guns are not bad, that it's the people behind guns that commit violent crimes, but guns themselves aren't bad. And it's just slowly showing that you are a, normal person that loves guns and likes to have the ability to be able to protect themselves. And it's those people.
And here's the thing that let's use sex as an example here.
Why are we using sex?
Because it's something that people will relate to.
Okay.
So it's kind of like meeting a girl that you really like, first time I meet you, and immediately going for the close of trying to have sex. It's few and far between.
Doesn't work.
It's not going to work. It's very difficult, right? So you have to have, if you want to develop a relationship with somebody, and take it across that finish line, you have to have small little wins, right? I know this is weird, but it's a perfect example.
I agree.
You have to have small little wins. So it's not about convincing them that they should have a gun. It's about creating one small positive experience with that individual with the topic of guns. Yeah. It's about slowly just explaining and not being too harsh. You need to buy a gun. You need an AR-15. I got this buddy who just told me he's got 26,000 rounds of ammunition in his garage, and he's like, I don't know where to hide it. Like, you don't tell a brand new gun owner that, because that kind of stuff makes them seem like you're a little bit nuts.
And to be honest, you can even share this live stream with them, because I've had, I keep forgetting to tell you because people message me, but we've had so many people message us and say that, they're kind of on the fence and they love our show and they love kind of the way, our stance and stuff like that. And it's getting them more comfortable with guns. So, that's
because, again, a lot of the newer gun people's version of what a gun owner is the extremist, which one of the reasons that my gun store failed is because I allowed the customer.
One of the reasons.
There's a lot of reasons, but one of the reasons is because I am an extremist, and I allowed the customers, the new people, to see my extreme beliefs.
Right.
So because of that, I scared a lot of people.
Yeah.
And I've learned that's why I'm more reserved now. And there are things, if you guys like Dan, who's a friend of mine, Joey, people that actually spend time with me, they see the extremist side, but I don't make videos about the extremist side because I have learned through trial and error and through losing hundreds of thousands of dollars that does not work.
Right. I agree. So, Robert, thank you very much for your
donation. Thanks, Robert.
We appreciate it. Did Ryan just give the children the talk over the live stream? Yeah, I think so.
No, our children walked in on us because they picked the lock.
That talk. Oh, yeah, I forgot they're on live stream. They shouldn't be watching. Kids, go to bed. Go watch Demolition Ranch.
Yeah, the kids will walk up. Lincoln will walk up to me and he's like, hey, Dad. I'm like, what, Link? And he goes, Demolition Ranch is a better YouTuber than you. And I'm like, okay. So at least you're watching something positive instead of dumb stuff.
Thank you very much, Tactical Cody. said, I'm a new instructor in Pinellas County, wondering if bullet traps were legal. I see a lot of fly-by-night, $20 to $40 classes, hard to compete with.
Yeah, Tactical Cody, they are legal. We have a new program. I'm probably going to launch a video about it tomorrow. But what we are doing right now is are very successful. We are by far the most successful firearms training company in the state of Florida. The technology, the training videos, and the courses that we have used to become very successful and dominant in the marketplace, we are now making available for other instructors in the state of Florida to use. Now, in this launch that I'm going to do, I'm going to film a video probably tonight. Cody, you're welcome to apply right away. We will probably get several hundred people apply to take part of this, but I'm only going to allow about 10 instructors in the beginning, and it's going to give you a massive competitive advantage.
Yeah. Well, you can't just say that and then stop. So we've been, we have a few places that are using our program.
Yeah, we've tested
right
this
now.
for the last year. It's working. It's highly successful.
And it's going to help you to be able to train your students properly and more efficiently. And you don't have to worry about competing as much because you're going to spend,
well, here's the bottom line.
A quarter of the amount of time because you're not going to have to do the in-classroom portion of it.
Yeah.
So anyway, just keep watching the live stream and then you'll see that come up. Hey, somebody just said something good. Keep talking. Sorry to interrupt you because now I lost it here. Oh, what was it? I lost it. These comments go so fast and then... Okay, so SK said DeSantis won't allow the Florida assault ban. That's what I'm guessing you're talking about to pass. And here's what I want to say to everybody, because this really scares me when people are like, it's never going to pass. I don't think that this one will pass under DeSantis, but that doesn't mean that it won't.
It's not up to DeSantis. So he may sign the final thing. I guess it is up to him. So he has to be the signing vote on whether he's going to veto it or not.
But the bottom line is that we have to fight back against every single bill that is submitted every single time.
Don't hit the table.
Sorry. I get passionate about this because I'm worried that people are just always going to take that stance of, what me sending a letter is not going to matter, or me submitting.
Well, it's kind of like listening to people during the Holocaust, right? And they say, yes, we've heard rumors about death camps, but that's never going to happen. Right. There's no way it's true. We don't want to bury our heads in the sand and then be shocked and caught off guard when something does pass, and then you're all upset, like, I can't believe this happened.
Right.
But it's your fault for burying your head in the sand and failing to do anything.
Right. Because everybody keeps thinking nothing is going to pass, nothing is going to pass. But I don't want to ever take that stance. We should always kind of be on the, what's it called? Opposition or
offense.
Offense. We should always be on the offense to make sure that none of these otherwise, because I feel like you got to remember when Trump got voted in, it was because a lot of people thought this was never going to happen. Because a lot of the Democrats were like, this will never happen. They didn't even bother to go and vote. And that's why, a lot of them went and voted this time because...
Including dead people.
I was going to say that. So, hey, Ryan, it's almost time to wrap it up. So,
okay, if you guys want to enter to win some prizes, make sure you share this live stream on social media. I'm expecting you to say something.
No,
what the hell was that?
I want you to put that little thing on the bottom so that people know where to submit their questions for next week's live. So we're live every Monday night at 7 p.m. We appreciate everybody who hopped on here, who shared the live stream, who commented. All those things help us. So thank you.
You know what? I forgot to tell you, Tiff.
What?
This is dope. So I've been spending a lot of money, and you guys have probably noticed a lot of money improving our YouTube channel, a lot of new systems, a lot of new stuff.
Yes.
One of the things that I just discovered today is going to allow us on every single YouTube video to do a contest it'll just randomly pick. We'll probably do it at the 7-day mark.
Okay.
So 7 days after a video posts, it will automatically pick a winner based on the comments.
Oh.
So we're going to institute this. I may not be able to set it up tonight because it's already getting late.
Okay, well, that's really cool.
That means comment on the videos, because every 7 days, my assistant, John, is going to go through and pick a winner. He's going to notify that winner, and then it'll be up to you within 24 hours or whatever to contact us to claim your prize. So pretty cool kind of development.
Are you going to give away your awesome book?
Yes, so if you guys would like to win a copy of my book, Florida Concealed Carry Law, comment Florida Concealed Carry Law in the description.
You can't make them comment
Yes, I can.
all of that. You can't make them.
Tiffany, it helps with the Google algorithms. You guys can do it. Free stuff, you can do it. Florida Concealed Carry Law. Type it in the comments down below. When is the new book? So the new book is getting printed.
The new book will be here in like 2.5 weeks.
Yeah, we're going to blow it out. So as soon as we get it, we'll be giving them away like redheaded stepchildren.
Oh, look at that. Some people are actually following your little guideline and writing Florida Concealed Law book. Okay.
Yes, people will do it.
I have to honor Ryan, and I have to pick someone that actually wrote the Florida Concealed Carry book. So please make sure that you write that. And I will accept an FL for Florida. Okay, and then, so I guess I'm picking because I'm close to
I can't read it anymore.
Okay. Oh, I think doesn't do much. Florida Concealed Law doesn't do. Are you from Oklahoma? Yes. Sorry,
Sorry, man.
Not going to help.
I am writing a law book on Tennessee at the moment, and I have one I'm working on for the state of Ohio, and then we're going to do one for the state of Texas. So by the end of this year, 2021, I should have 8 different books on state law. If I don't have a brain aneurysm.
Oh gosh, that's a lot of writing. Okay, Ryan Springer. Ryan Springer, send me an email to classes@tampacarry.com. Just say, hey, it's Ryan. I won the book on YouTube, and send me your address, and we'll get that out to you. The next giveaway, or are you giving away the Olight?
An Olight. Let's see what model this is.
Okay, wait. Let me give away the T-shirt first. Okay, if you want this T-shirt, so it comes in navy blue, black, or heather gray, sizes small through 3XL. Then just comment T-shirt in the comments below, and we'll pick a winner there. And then you can talk about, while everybody's commenting T-shirt.
Yeah, we're also going to give away, so Norm and John, I believe his name was, were the 2 video reviews. We're going to give you guys a gift card, both of you, because you gave us a video review.
Wait, why a gift card? Well, how about
a T-shirt?
Oh,
so that's what I mean.
Yeah.
You can go onto the website and pick whichever T-shirt you want for free. Contact Tiffany, class@tampacarry.com, because you gave us a video review. So great, or not a video review, a video question. So if you have a video question, want to get a T-shirt or a chance to win a T-shirt, submit your question for next week.
Yeah, the video questions are nice because I think as a viewer, it's nicer for you guys to see the person actually asking the question opposed to me reading the question.
Sure.
So it's nice if you want to submit a...
Because your voice is annoying.
You're such a... Okay.
Okay, pick a winner.
Pick a winner. Kate, talk about that, please, while I get a winner.
Okay, so the next item is the Olight. It's the PL2. So it's a battery-powered weapon light. Mounts right onto the bottom of a Glock. So super powerful. I think it's 1,000 or 1,200 lumens.
Right. Okay,
Yeah,
so
strobe.
if they don't have a Glock, then what? They would have to get a adapter from
Yeah,
Olight?
so the only downside of this has never been used, but my buddy that gave this to me, he threw away the box. So you can buy the little adapter from Olight, or they might even just send it to you for free, to be honest, because they're so cheap.
But it probably fits other guns than just
It'll fit most, but if you need something different, this little adapter right here is easy to swap out. Olight will send you a little kit. At most, it could possibly cost you $5.
Okay,
Send you a little
sweet.
kit, and then it'll fit on any pistol.
That's awesome. Great. Okay, so we've got, for the T-shirt, we have Sam oh, no, okay. Sam McMichael, you got the T-shirt.
You didn't like him, huh?
No, he commented Olight, but I didn't realize that till after. But I'm picking the T-shirt right now, so sorry. So
Okay.
Sam McMichael, send me an email to classes@tampacarry.com. All right, if you guys want to win the Olight, go ahead and comment Olight, and I'm gonna pick somebody right away. Once again, thank you to everybody who gave. Ryan
Yes,
and
we
I really
appreciate you.
appreciate
Yeah,
that.
it's huge.
And the winner of the Olight is going to be. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. Bruce
Kocher?
Kocher. Thank you. I didn't want to say that wrong. Kocher. Bruce Kocher. You win the
Yes.
Olight.
You win the
flashlight.
Olight without a box.
So,
And I'm taking the batteries out.
no, you are not, you jerk. So, classes@tampacarry.com. Just go ahead and send me an email, and I will get that shipped out to you guys tomorrow. Once again, thank you for everybody for watching, and we will see you next Monday night at 7 p.m.
Peace.